Hi guys, it's Jessie here, and I wanted to show you guys my vinyl record collection, and I hope you guys like it. It's mainly rock, alternative, grunge, a little bit of whatevs. So let's get on to it, shall we? Alright, so my newest addition to my record collection is this album by Red House Painters, Songs for a Blue Guitar. I just picked it up, and yeah, I heard of these guys through Spotify, and I'm so glad that I did. It was on my Discover Weekly playlist, and the song that was on it was All Mixed Up, and I could not get enough of that song. I just kept listening to it over and over again on repeat, and then I decided to check out this whole album on Spotify, and I really dug it. So yeah, I felt like getting the vinyl. Haven't opened it yet, and I can't wait. It's gonna sound awesome. So this next record I've been wanting for the longest time on vinyl, and have it. So it's by it's the Empire Records soundtrack, and I'm like a total 90s kid and everything, so I really dig the songs from this record. Has Gin Blossoms, Till I Hear It From You, The Cranberries, Liar, Edwin Collins, A Girl Like You, Martinis, Free, Toad the Wet Sprocket. Crazy Life is just my favorite song on here. It's my favorite Toad the Wet Sprocket song, and like their albums, like their older albums, they're freaking expensive on vinyl, so the fact that my favorite Toad the Wet Sprocket song is on here means the world, and I absolutely love listening to this. So yeah, here's how it looks like. This is the back. And that's the inside, and it's orange. It's really cool. I don't want to mess with it too much, so putting it right back. Tool's Opiate, and yeah, what else can you say? It's awesome. Tool is definitely my favorite band. This was like, what? I think it was like $8.99 or something like that. And it's definitely worth it. I absolutely love Opiate and Hush. All this has Sweat, Hush, Part of Me, Cold and Ugly, Jerk Off, and Opiate. Really good stuff by an amazing band. Alright, this next album is my favorite album of all time, and I got it for Christmas from my baby, and it's Tool's Lateralis. The artwork is amazing by Alex Gray. He's an amazing artist. That's how the inside looks like. I just love the artwork, and then like the booklet that actually holds the vinyl, or like the case or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that actually holds the record. Has like the songs on here, of course more of artwork, and then that's just amazing. I know mine has a little bit of dust on it, but I listened to this sucker like throughout my weight loss, and man, does it really get me in the mood just to work out and do yoga and want to reach higher consciousness. The craft. The motion picture, and yeah, that's how it looks. Yeah, Our Lady Peace, Sponge, Letters, Cleo, Matthew Stewart, Janet Hatfield, Trippin' Daisy, Jewel, All Too Much, Elastica, Space Hog. Like, these are like all great songs. I really like them. This is a great movie, great soundtrack. I had to get it because I'm just all about witches, and cool music. This next one is Dinosaur Jr., Where You Been. I don't really listen to Dinosaur Jr. that much. This is actually my hubby's, and yeah, he really digs this, so I just felt like showing it. These records that we own, it's not just like my taste, it's his taste too. I know this is like considered a grunge band, and I do like some of their songs, but I just haven't listened to like everything that they've done, so I've just been lazy about listening to them. Oh yeah, and speaking of grunge music, I have Nirvana Bleach. And this has picture Nirvana Bleach, and let me show you the record. Looks like that. I don't want to mess it up or anything, so yeah. My favorite songs on here are About a Girl, School, Love Buzz, and Negative Creep. Next we're going with some kings of rock right here. The Doors, of course. Their self-titled album that has Break On Through to the Other Side, Soul Kitchen, The Crystal Ship, 21st Century Fox, Alabama Song, Light My Fire, Backdoor Man, I Looked At You, End of the Night, Take It As It Comes, The End. Is there like, it's just a classic album. Anybody who likes rock music should love The Doors. Me and my husband love The Doors, and of course how to get this record because it sounds awesome. Oh yes, and it just comes in like that. And that's the back. I can't pick a favorite from that album. Bunch of great songs. Love them all pretty equally, if not a couple, you know, a bit more than others. Now we're going in with some alternative rock, and this is probably the album that I've seen people own the most here on YouTube, and of course, like, my alternative ass loves this record. It's Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill. It has All I Really Want, You Oughta Know, Perfect, Hand in My Pocket, Right Through You, Forgiven, You Learn, Head Over Feet, Mary Jane, Ironic, Not the Doctor, Wake Up. My favorites on here are Right Through You, You Learn, Head Over Feet, and All I Really Want. Oh, these are just awesome songs. It's just an awesome record. Love her. And then here's the lyrics. And then that's just how. Next is Janis Joplin's Pearl. I absolutely love this record. I love Janis. Like, she sang with her soul, and man, I love her. She is amazing. She is one of the queens, if not the queen of rock and roll. And of course this has Move Over, Cry Baby, A Woman Left Lonely, Half Moon, Buried Alive in the Blues, My Baby, Me and Bobby McGee, Mercedes Benz, Trust Me, Get It While You Can. Get It While You Can is my favorite song on here. And also Move Over and Mercedes Benz, like, have place in my heart. All of these songs have a place in my heart. Janis is, or she was, just amazing, and that's the back of it, and that's just how the record looks. So that woman, like I feel her soul every time I listen to her music. I absolutely love her. Incubus, Make Yourself. This is like I think it's probably my favorite album from them, and it has Privilege, Nowhere Fast, Consequence, The Warmth, When It Comes, Stellar, Make Yourself, Drive Clean, Battlestar Scralactica, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I know like they're talking about, you know, like like turntables. I Miss You, Pardon Me, Out From Under. My favorite songs on this album are The Warmth, Make Yourself, Stellar, Consequence, and yeah, those are the main ones that I love. This is how the inside looks like. Some artwork, lyrics. And that's just how it looks. Next is one of my favorite artists, Tori Amos, and this album is Boys for Pele. Yeah, this is just an amazing album. I have related to quite a bit of these songs. My favorite on here, like, of all time, like my favorite Tori song ever is Putting the Damage On. I think it's such a beautiful song. Hey Jupiter always almost makes me like want to cry. Of course it has Muhammad My Friend and Not the Baron, Not the Red Baron, Agent Orange, Donut Song. It has a bunch of good songs. Professional Widow. Comes with a sheet with Tori on it and with some lyrics. That's how it looks like. Don't feel like taking it out because it's pretty much all black. I'll like mainly take it out if it looks interesting, so yeah. Next is another masterpiece band from Maynard James Keenan. He's like probably my favorite artist, and yeah, this is A Perfect Circle, Mare de Gnomes. Such a good album. Has The Hollow, Magdalena, Rose, Judith, Aristus, Three Libras, Sleeping Beauty, Thomas, Renholder, Thinking of You, Brenda Over. Yeah, these are really great songs. Aristus, Sleeping Beauty, Brenya, Magdalena, those are like my favorite. And this is what the inside looks like, the band. And then like there's Maynard's mom and Jesus and like a girl's ass, like random stuff. Because Maynard's pretty random, but it always in a good way. And that's just how, you know, the artwork looks on here. Here is A Perfect Circle's 13th Step, and this is another great album by them. Package, Weak and Powerless, The Noose, Blue, Vanishing Stranger, The Outsider, Crimes, and Those Who Love Me, Pet, Lullaby, Gravity. Yeah, it's just really good songs. Blue is probably my favorite song on here. And this is... I just love the artwork. It's so gorgeous. That's how it looks on the inside, and that's how the record looks. This next record is Bob Dylan's Blonde on Blonde. This is what I got for my man. This is my hubby's record. He's a huge Bob Dylan fan. This is how the album looks. I mean, this is how the outside looks. This is how the inside looks. I'm not the biggest Bob Dylan fan because I haven't listened to all his music, but what I have listened to is pretty damn good and powerful and rockin'. So that's how it looks like. Of course, every rock fan should have this album. This is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I got this for my hubby for Christmas, and he loves it, and of course I love it too because they're one of the greatest rock and roll bands. that exist, and yeah, just a classic. Masterpiece. What else can I say? I think this is the first Deftones album that I purchased on vinyl, and it's Around the Fur. Cover, it's the back. This is just like a great album. My Own Summer, Mascara, Around the Fur, Be Quiet and Drive, Head Up are like my favorites on here. I don't even like have a favorite song. Well, actually I do. It's Mascara. And that's how it looks. Came with some lyrics and photos of the band, which is always cool. Next is another Tool record, and this is Undertow. Tolerance is probably my favorite song on here. And that's just how it looks like. Pretty simple. I got this from my hubby, and this is Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks. This is how the inside looks like. The back. That's how it looks like. Another record that I got for my hubby is this Ryan Adams Gold record. This is how it looks like. And this is the back. I haven't really listened to a lot of his stuff, so I can't really, you know, make a statement on how I feel about his music. When I was in junior high, I was rocking my Linkin Park hoodie at the time, and I had my disc player, and it would always be playing this record that I have right here in my hands right before I head to school. And it's Deftones' White Pony. I love this album. It has some of like their best songs on here, and Digital Bath, RX Queen, Passenger, Change, Teenager. Like, I love all of these songs pretty much. This is how the inside looks like, lyrics and then band photos and thanks and shout outs and whatnot. And that's how it looks. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts Greatest Hits. It has like all of their best songs on here. And yeah, some of the songs that she did with the Runaways, and I just really love it, like Cherry Bomb, School Days, Love is Pain, Bad Reputation. It has Crimson and Clover on here, which like I've been looking for the longest time. So yeah, it has Hate Myself for Loving You, Activity Girl, Androgynous. It has a bunch of cool ass songs. And this is how the inside looks like. The back. That's how the record looks. So yeah, she just rocks. That's like all I can say. Next is what I have currently on my vinyl player, and it's Veruca Salt's 8 Arms to Hold You. And I remember getting into Veruca Salt way back when I was a kid, and I didn't even like really like rock music at the time, but yeah, I watched this really crazy movie that some of you might have heard of. It's called Freeway 2, and at the time they were playing some Veruca Salt in that movie. Well, it's still in that, so it's not at the time, but like at the time that I watched it, that's when I first heard Veruca Salt's music. And yeah, my favorite song on here is One Last Time. Such an awesome record, very fun to listen to, very 90s. pictures of the band, the girls, and then the lyrics. The record is just like a yellow crown, like the one that's on top of this octopus. It's that plus, you know, the name and all of that. Side 1, 2, you know what it is. The Ultimate Collection from Evanescence, and this is like, they're one of my favorite bands, and this was just too cool to pass up. Like, right when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. This is the back, and I have an unboxing video of this on my channel, and yes, it has Evanescence, Lost Whispers, Origin, Fallen, Evanescence, and The Open Door. So it comes with the photo book, and that's how it looks like. Has a bunch of pictures and writings and lyrics, and these are just like really cool ass pictures, like from their video set. And and then printed lyrics of what Amy and or the band wrote. The original lyrics like crossed out and then, you know, added on to what the lyrics are now. So yeah, this is just really cool to have if you're a fan of Evanescence. And I know they're like not everybody's cup of tea, because, you know, a rock band with a powerhouse of a singer plus piano and, you know, whatever little thing she wants to add to it to make it sound unique. I just love it. So this is Lost Whispers, the back. And they all pretty much come with like the basic blue design on the albums. Evanescence is one of the first rock bands that I got into, so they always hold a special place within my heart. And this is Origins. Fallen. And then it comes with the lyrics, and then the albums all pretty much look the same. Their self-titled album. Oh yes, so Where Will You Go, Even in Death, and Anywhere are probably my favorite songs on this album. Taking Over Me, Haunted, Everybody's Full, and My Immortal are probably my favorite songs off this album. And this is their self-titled album, and Made of Stone and Lost in Paradise are my favorites on here. This is The Open Door. Let's see. Good Enough is my absolute favorite song on here. I also really like Lacrimosa, Like You, All That I'm Living For, Call Me When You're Sober. Like, these are all great songs. Okay, next up I have Stone Temple Pilots Core, and this is just like very beloved record right here. So what, like their 25th anniversary just passed for this album, and I knew I had to get it, and yeah, it is fucking awesome record. It's just a great alternative rock band that I've always have like really been into. Stone Temple Pilots, like one of my top favorite bands. And of course this record has Dead and Bloated, Sex Type Thing, Wicked Garden, No Memory, Sin, Naked Sunday, Creep, Piece of Pie, Plush, Wet My Bed, Cracker Man, Where the River Goes. these are all great songs. I could listen to this album straight through. Like, I could listen to all these albums straight through, of course, because like why else would I get them? But like all of the songs on this album are just so good and just like rock and roll. And Plush, Wicked Garden, Sex Type Thing, Cracker Man, Where the River Goes. Like, those are just so freaking awesome songs. Like, I just love, yeah, I just love Scott Weiland's voice. And this is how it looks like. I don't know if you could see. I'm sorry for any glares. There's my lamp and everything. So, yeah. That's super cool. And then this is just regular. So yeah, one of the best rock bands out there, and they're still going with their new lead singer, Jeff Gutt, and I actually really dig him. So check him out and let me know what you guys think of his voice. I think he does their music justice. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm totally down to see Stone Temple Pilots live. Please come to Houston. And of course, I definitely want to see Tool live, and I definitely want to see this next band live so bad. And rumors have it that they're having a North American tour all next year, and please, I hope they come to Texas. So yeah, this is Vitalogy from Pearl Jam, and this is such a great album. They have Last Exit, Spin the Black Circle, Not For You, Tremor Cry, Snuff a Man, Whippin', Pry 2, Corduroy, Bug, Satan's Bed, Better Man, I Divinita, Immortality, Hey, Foxy, Mop Handle Mama, That's Me. My favorites on here are Not For You, Nothing Man, Pry 2, Corduroy, Better Man, Immortality. Like, these are such great songs. This is how inside looks like. There's my baby daddy Eddie Vedder right there. Just kidding, but yeah, like, I totally have a thing for young Eddie Vedder. His voice and his writing is just top notch. Like, these guys are just made to be in Pearl Jam. So that's how it looks. Then it comes with its contents. Very cool to look at while you're listening to the record. And that's just like some photography. Alright, and last but not least is Pearl Jam's 10. This is just such a great freaking album. All of these songs are great. Pearl Jam is just a great rock and roll band, and yeah, they're definitely in my top 5. And they have, this is a double LP record set with just the regular 10 and then the 10 Redux. So it has Once, Even Flow, Alive, Wygo, Black Jeremy, Oceans, Porch Garden, Deep, and Release. And these are all just great freaking songs. Alive and Release are my favorites, along with Black and Oceans. Just amazing, just amazing. Just amazing rock and roll music, just amazing rock and roll musicians. And yeah, guys, those are all my vinyl records, and I really hope that you enjoyed my collection. And if you do, please subscribe, because I definitely am building my collection, and I definitely want to post some record collection updates with some new albums that I just purchased. So yeah, it'll be a while before that. That's why I wanted to make this video. It's always a great experience, and I just like to lose myself within the music. So if you like my video and you like the records that I showed, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll definitely show you guys more. So rock on and take care, guys. Namaste.